Shot Tankensen is to remind the guy defending him, you better start covering him.
Well, respect him a little more.
He really doesn't go strong to the basket anyway. He's more of really a spot-up shooter.
Yep. Here's Dorian Peña trying to make a decision. Ontiveros, travel. They caught it.
Well, that was a little bit surprising. This is referee Jimmy Mariano, no? Together with Ngo. Who's the other referee? Art Herrera.
Yes.
Art Herrera.
And for coaches, they want to make sure that the referees are also consistent with those type of calls just to take away yung ilang factor dito sa mga slashers and penetrators.
De La Cruz. Alam mo, pag Alaska, Ronnie, nakakahiyang hindi i-shoot pagkatapos dalhin sa loob. Tapos mahirap i-create yung situation. Pag Alaska ka, nakakahiyang hindi iswak.
Dalawang beses binomba ni Cyrus Bagay sa loob. A lot of the baskets of Alaska have come from extra passes. Excellent shooting clip so far in the first for Alaska.
Nearly stolen. And it is completely stolen. Baguio applies the brakes, passes up to Devance, and Devance is up to a blazing start.
You can see the big problem here. Ontiveros is not able to defend against Baguio. Baguio has been beating him with the back cuts via their play. And again here, a steal of Ontiveros. So a big lead now being established here by the Aces.
Double digits right away as Freeman tries to get his offense going. Offensive foul.
That's a good call.
Well, we have emphasized the efficiency of Alaska on offense in the first 5 minutes of action. But we also have to give credit to the Aces who have been very prepared for the offensive options of San Miguel. Here we see Diamond Simpson giving up his body to draw the charge and regain possession for the Aces.
And we're down to 7 minutes and 12 seconds in the opening quarter. Game number 2. Here's Simpson. Simpson waiting. Devance, another one. Not on that journey.
He's still a good line in that.
Yes.
And just enough strength. No?
San Miguel again almost nearly paying dearly for losing Devance in the mix. There's a crawl, but does not work. Here's Tenorio trying to set up the table. De La Cruz sliding. Devance, and he'll get it to go!
Execution. A vital part here in the early success of Alaska in the first quarter. But this is only the initial surge. Question right now, how will San Miguel respond to this onslaught in the first quarter by Alaska?
And the second personal foul called against Jay Freeman already.
Dr. J, we were about to say the same thing. Arvin Santos already brought onto the floor, and now San Miguel falling behind. Wow, this is already a 13-point lead. Tabagnot. Nice cut by Arvin, but somebody caught up with him. There was a foul.
You know, Baguio is not a very good defender. But you can see, parang kumbaga sa Tagalog, nahawa talaga siya dito sa, parang sa inyo, si James Yap, di ba, nung last conference, nahawa sa depensa ng mga ibang kasama niya.
Eh, tinatawag Dr. J na kahiyaan na rin.
Yeah,
Pipilitan ka talaga. Kung gusto mo manalo, sasakripisyo ka. And looking at the last two series na nilaro ng Alaska, kung di ako nagkakamali, yung final games ng dalawang series na yun were won with a defensive stop by Cyrus Baguio.
Correct.
Against Ginebra and against Talk and Text.
As they say, if you want to get better, surround yourself with good people.
Yes.
And this defensive orientation has resulted in what Dr. J and Ronnie have pointed out. We have Larry Conacher. As early as 3:30 in the afternoon, he was already shooting his threes on the court. Wala pang ilaw rito sa Araneta Coliseum. Hindi pa sinisilyan. A lot of bodies banging inside off the miss of Conacher. Here's Jay Wash attacking ferociously. Goes up and Tenorio with a foul. First on Tenorio, fourth on the team of Alaska.
That's a great advantage that Jay Washington has because he's able to avoid the contact. In other words, another player who cannot move the ball from right to left would have come in with a charging foul. Here he was able to sort of hesitate, make a hesitation move, and then go around the player to be able to try to lay it up. Really one of the better players in the league right now.
Longer he has played here, yung attacking niya has developed. When he was starting out, we were beginning to cover him in the PPL, remember?
Yes.
Didn't know what to do with the ball, really.
Kaya pinamigay nga ng talking text.
One thing that I really like about Jay Wash right now is that he's now more willing to absorb more physicality.
Yes.
And as a result, he can take his game closer to the basket and finish at the same time.
Here's Simpson looking at the cutters. Jay Wash has him as an assignment. Jay Wash complaining to the referee. Look at those arms. That will not work, but look at De La Cruz.
6 dribbles for Diamond Simpson. Help was a tad late. Weak side rebounding for Tony De La Cruz. Once again, shooting clip of Alaska way too high for San Miguel to give up here.
Freeman deciding against the shot. Arwin 3. If it bites, it does not. And the Vance blocks the rebound. And I just saw Miami Heat coach Mike Spolstra enter the Coliseum. We'll get to him in a short while. One of Shed downstairs. The Vance dropping to the deck. And Freeman with his third.
Wow. This is a huge development here, Doc. I was really surprised that Coach Shot Atkinson left. Gave Freeman, even if he had 2 personal fouls. But somehow he had to make a decision. His team is not performing well in the first quarter. But now that decision backfired. Forces his time to send in Daniel Defonso.
They would have probably sat him down if they were leading. But they were behind by over 10 points. So.
Ayaw mo na mamabaw ng maaga.
Well, I guess that's why they call it the gamble.
Yes.
The Vance. Arwin Santos.
But make no mistake about it. San Miguel team is a strong enough team to even win all Filipino.
Without a doubt. Alam mo, ito yung maging tipping point para mabuhayan yung locals.
Kabak not free for that jumper.
Well, LA backed off there because LA got an elbow right in his side there, and he could no longer play the kind of defense he wanted on Kabaknot.
Want to share with a good crossover. Dish off at the last moment. De La Cruz. No, sir. 9-point lead by the Aces. 4 minutes to play. Opening period. Kabaknot. Ontiveros. Danny I way off. You know, Mike Sponsor might be looking for a point guard, you know. Just asking. We have a timeout. What kind? And now, with that 3-point shot, Alaska jumps out in front 23-11. Danny I. Kabaknot floats. It skirts out. Nice tip in. It is Tenorio, Fonacher, Devance, De La Cruz, Simpson. Simpson, top of the triangle. Starts his move, bang!
And anytime you hit your outside shot, especially from the 3, that will put a question mark on your opponent's decision, whether or not to drop down and help right away. Double Diamond Simpson, leave the outside shooters. Diamond Simpson has done an excellent job making the defense of San Miguel guess as to whether or not he's going to kick it out to his shooters or take it strong to the basketball hoop.
Of course, that free throw brought to you by BMEC Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Yamado. 2 for 2.
Isa pang maganda sa kanya, napa-foul siya, pero maayos naman siya mag-free throw.
Tapos hindi agad. Nung una, nagugulat pa siya. Pero nung he got used to playing here, kumalma, no? That's his nice demeanor. Here's the Ninja. They give it as a 3. And Joseph is off to a blazing start. You think he's gotten used to this role, Dr. J, of coming off the bench?
Yeah, definitely. He has no choice with that team. He has to come off the bench and perform.
Here's Simpson. And reuniting with Arwin Santos, there is a foul.
You have a feeling that every time Alaska runs its offense has to flow to the hands of Diamond Simpson. Either he attracts the defense and kicks it out or takes it strong to the basket. Let's see how well San Miguel adjusts his defense to be able to cover the outside shooters of Alaska.
You don't have anybody on the team that can guard him in the post on a 1-1. And certainly Danny Del Forte is just too small.
That's a question of whether or not you will apply the double teaming scheme against Diamond Simpson. Ang problema, tumatama rito sa labas.
Yeah, you
Yung
have
outside shooters ng Alaska.
Larry Fonacier,
L.A. Tenorio,
Joe DeVance, and then you have even Tony De La Cruz.
and Cyrus Baguio, maya-maya. Pick your poison, no?
Too many problems.
Tenorio with a heist. De La Cruz. And Simpson not rushing anything. DeVance, Simpson. That is overcooked. Below the 2-minute mark. Cabagnot lets it fly. Yes! It's counted as a long 2, and he has 4 points.
Which is more than what he had in game number 1.
Yes. Baseline cut. DeVance. Look at that. Adjustment time.
Once again, Alaska finding the open man. This time so close to the basket. Still a 9-point lead here for the Alaska Aces.
Simpson with 6. J-Wash knocks it in. A 3.
The San Miguel's outside shot beginning to fall now. So that could also spell a little problem for the defense of Alaska.
On a chair. Being tied up by Yo.
And they're in penalty. Now Larry likes that. He likes to go to the free throw line. And the other team being in penalty, he'll go to the free throw line.
I'll get my points there. Get a warm-up of sorts there. On a chair back in harness. Struggled along, ambled along in the course of the tournament because of an injury as well.
He hit big baskets in their last series against Talk and Text. Remember that Talk and Text tried to climb out of the big hole about 20 points. But Larry Fonacier hit 2 big 3-pointers early in the 4th quarter of that Game 7 in the semifinal series against the Tropang Texters.
And Regal Hugnatan, one of the series heroes there. And for the first time, Nick Vinicius. Joy has been added to the game.
Haven't seen him for a while, huh?
I really think he felt that he should be used in this series. First of all, he's 6'9". He's got championship experience, and he's a very good passer.
Yo! And it's a 6-point game for the Ninja coming off the bench. Hugnatan waltzing with Pinisi inside. Cut by DeVance. Nice switch by Pinisi. Shot clock winding down to 8. That's what will be left with Alaska.
Well, yung binanggit mo, Seth, kasi walang mismatch yung kaya pwede talaga mag-switch ka agad. There's no Simpson there. You can switch. You almost at the same height guarding each other.
The Jet. Lift off.
It's a huge basket here for Jeffrey Carriazo. San Miguel making a run late here in the first. Off the bench scoring went in favor of San Miguel a while ago. Coach Timko needs to rest his first stringer. Likewise stable for Coach Tim and company.
Carriazo then spot DeVance earlier. Pinisi saves it from going out, and the DeVance foul.
Well, that's a good, whatever happened, they're not in the penalty, so it'll just be a throw-in. But San Miguel will have enough time to go for a shot here. And that foul will also put Alaska now in the penalty, so they have no fouls to give.
And by the way, Villanueva already in this game. Will suddenly rush.
Oh, that's not a good foul. They're in penalty. Because that other foul put them into the penalty. They didn't realize that. Coach Tincon is now talking to the scorers, but they do not put the light on until the ball is given to make it a live play. That's the rule. That's been the rule here for 15 years, 20 years. They do not put that light on until the ball is given to the opposing team after a foul or after a foul to indicate the number of fouls. Kaya akala nila meron pa sila isa ibibigay. Wala na pala. Well, hindi rin pumasok itong tira ni Jonas.
And now Carriazo realizes the implications of what he just did.
But because in his heart, he probably was told
he was doing the same count what he was told to do. 4 seconds remaining. DeVance. Will there be time for a good shot? Goes up. 6-point lead by Alaska. And keep in mind, the onus is on San Miguel to tie up the series. so far. And you're with us here as we continue with